Today we return to our Fallout New Vegas playthrough, trying out a few mods. Since we recorded that playthrough, I have done actually two complete additional playthroughs of New Vegas. I've done a Legion run, and I've done a Mr. House run, and I've, expanded my mods as I've gone. Each run has added, a good half dozen mods to my mod pack. So now we have backpack storage, holstered weapons, but we're still fundamentally the same character from the playthrough. The mod we're going to look at today is Long 15, or start today as Long 15, a relatively recent content mod that came out.
Can you help me? Please, I'm trying to get home, but they won't let me through the gate.
Why won't they let you through?
I hired a courier to take my paperwork in ahead of me, and I'm pretty sure I got scammed. DRC paperwork always takes a while, but it's been weeks, and I haven't heard anything. What's worse, I heard rumors that some troopers are looking for someone by my name. I bet the bastard took my identity. Who knows what he's been getting up to?
I can go ahead for you. What do you need me to do?
Well, I'm pretty sure my identity has been stolen, so I need you to clear my name firstly. I don't want to walk into Baker and get arrested, or worse, because an Elias Turner scammed someone else in town.
Can you tell me about Baker?
Oh, it's a cool town. It used to be a pit stop, but it's been growing fast. There's some shadier characters near the highway, but the place has good bones. I'd recommend checking out the Euro place, and they have this huge thermometer that lights up when it gets hot out. Stay away from the gift shop, though. That place hikes the prices up for tourists.
Okay, clear your name. What else?
I need a special pass to get home. This part might be a little trickier, but I promise I'll make it worthwhile. Turners always pay our debts. You could try the DRC, but if they turn you away, you might need special approval. Last time something like this happened, I was able to clear it up with one of the officers at Fort Weston.
That's the name of my character.
They all got replaced, and
Weston Hess. That's a complete coincidence. That's crazy. Last time, this happened to you before?
Not exactly. I got in trouble once for walking right by a toll booth and not paying for the required passes. The toll booth guard was asleep, and I was scared to wake him up. A whole big misunderstanding. It's ironic. I greased a few palms and ended up getting through for less than the toll price itself. Maybe those officers got replaced for letting their palms get a little too greasy.
Okay, I'll head west and see what I can do for you.
Sounds great. Just follow the 15 and keep going west. It's a long walk, but the biggest danger is boredom. This should be easy money for you. You'll know you're almost there when you get through the mountain pass and see a toll booth up ahead, with a hitching post on your right. Then just keep heading down the hill to the DRC. You can't miss it.
Alright. So the zone is over this way. Yeah, other mods we've got here. So I haven't played Long 15 yet. We have Dry Wells that we're going to play through as well after we do Long 15. We have a Sprint mod. So there's that. We're, of course, playing Jay Sawyer still. And yeah, in terms of additional apparel, the only one I'm using here is a backpack mod. In conjunction with this weapon holster mod, because I like the aesthetic of the weapon holstering on the backpack thing. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I think that's really the only relevant mods to discuss. One more. We have a combat adjustment mod called, like, Bleed or whatever, where you, damage over time happens from all damage. All damage is damage over time damage, jeez. So you can, it's supposed to make it a little bit more realistic. People bleed out after being shot, that kind of thing. It makes combat a little more interesting, too, because if you get somebody low, you can kind of just duck into cover and let them die that way. So yeah, I think that's kind of everything. Now, normally we do DLCs, Naked and Afraid. Don't bring any equipment with us, but I don't know how this one's, set up, so I'm just going to go in with what I got, and then maybe, That's good, or maybe there's interesting things available for us to play with, and that's better. We'll figure it out. Let's walk the long 15. Are you talking to me? Okay.
Gotta make sure we've got something for the logbook before you go back west. Have you spoken to Major Knight yet?
Why?
Every individual passing through the Long 15 must be documented for census and taxation purposes. I will ask again. Have you spoken to Major Knight?
Why am I able to not say no? Yeah, sure.
Very well. Let me take a look here. Okay, it looks like you've been logged. You can pass on through.
That's a little weird. Who is Major Knight? That must be somebody here in the outpost. I might want to take a look for that. Just see if they do have something to say. Maybe... I mean, Major Knight might be a base game character. Like, is the guy in here Major Knight? Also, I should have... Yeah, I don't really remember what my supplies were like. We don't actually have any purified water right now. That's an interesting thing. How about a kebab? Are you Knight? Oh, you are Knight.
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it.
Okay, so maybe the idea would be that if you did Long 15 early in a playthrough, without having talked to Knight previously, that would make more sense.
More than you.
Yeah, there's not much. Okay. Well, okay, it doesn't matter.
Where am I supposed to take my leave?
Yeah, I'm just gonna guess that because we've already interacted with stuff here, that's why this doesn't make sense exactly, this whole, like, having to talk to Major Knight thing. I'm gonna assume that it will make more sense in context if we had done this sooner. Alright, here we are in the modded area, Long 15. This is, of course, based off the Long 15 area you can go to that gets nuked if you choose to destroy it during Lonesome Road, which I have done in other playthroughs. Let's see our trooper. This must be the toll booth we were told about. Purified water. Not much of a toll booth. We got a man. We got Brahmin hitching post. Alright, well, let's, you're the first person I've seen with a name. Let's talk to you. Percy.
What do you want? I'm not in the mood to chat. I'm just here for a couple of days till I can keep heading west.
Interesting. Good, mate. Well, you look stressed. Are you running from something?
The hell are you talking about? Are you a bounty hunter?
I'm not a bounty hunter, but I'd like to help out, man.
Damn. Guess I gave myself away for no reason. I gotta get a hold of myself.
Tell me why you're running.
I'll have to start from the beginning to explain it all.
I'd like to hear it.
I'm from Ashland, up in Oregon. For years, I'd heard about the NCR, even seen some of their traders, but they were never really our problem. Then, the NCR cleared a good chunk of the I-5. I was pretty happy, because that meant no more raiders. Until the settlers came. The settlers wanted to make us NCR, real pushy about it too. Started fights, squatted in our land, and then, one day, there were more of them than us. Soon, we had an NCR treasurer, an NCR trade officer, an NCR mayor, and finally, an NCR sheriff. That sheriff was a vindictive bastard. He shut my parents' business down, let NCR mobs run rampant, and looked the other way to NCR traffickers. One day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I walked into the sheriff's office and
Holy
shot
fuck.
him in the back of the head.
Then what?
NCR didn't want a trial. Thought it would get ugly, make them look bad. So, they shipped me as far from Oregon as they could. That was NCRCF. Spent a few months there doing hard labor on the railroads. We outnumbered the guards 15 to 1. It was a powder keg ready to blow. They didn't even have the manpower to check our cells after a while. Cook and his crew gathered up dynamite and took over. It was barely even a fight. I wasn't really interested in a revolution though. I know I can't win that war. Not sure if I want to go home though either. Not much left for me there.
Interesting. So yeah, we're going with this is definitely leading into the NCR expansionist angle. Join back up with Cook. Yeah, no. NCR territory is huge. I think you should stay and lay low, and you can start a new life there.
I may stick around for a while, see if I can find the place I can fit in. The NCR should help me if I claim I'm a Mojave War refugee. Thanks for the advice.
Okay, just a little quest to send this guy to some particular direction, be it NCR or Powder Gangers or wherever else. Like an independent one. Destitute Traveler.
This is it. War's almost upon us. Things are getting stranger every day.
Sure. Toby, you look a lot like my friend here.
Name's Toby. Is there some reason you're talking to me?
It's a first recon beret you got there, right?
That it is.
Are you still with first recon?
Nah, I retired. Did my 8 years. I usually work as a caravan guard, but pickings are kind of sparse right now.
Where were you deployed?
Murrock, then McCarran. Served in the Mojave. Did a good job taking out fiends and cons from North Vegas. Beat the cons decisively in the Battle of Bitter Springs.
Don't you feel a little bad about the Bitter Springs thing?
Nope, not even a little.
All right.
Back in the hub in '73, I had to gun down NCR civilians during the riots. Some ghoul rioter shooting up a store, some hero with a gun trying to stop him. I had to treat those people equally. I felt bad about that. The cons, they don't want any mercy. Never have. Just a bunch of punks.
That's enough of that.
Yeah.
What's your take on the war back east?
The Legion are tough, no denying that. But we're tougher. No denying that either.
I agree. Hell yeah, ever been to Vegas?
No, I don't gamble. Waste of money. I hope when the NCR annexes that place, they'll clean up shop in Vegas. We can't gamble back home, and I think that's a good thing. People wasting their lives over a chance to get rich. Whatever happened to hard work?
I was with you on the first part. At least.
Oh, that's
Gambling
bonus.
is dog shit.
Long time no see, buddy. He's still crying about Coyote Tail Ridge? Or is he
Oh,
finally got
Jesus.
I've lost all respect for you.
Nice. Nice having the Boone dialogue there. That's genuinely impressive for a mod. That's probably recycled from somewhere, the Boone line. But I still really like that. That's great. We're gonna ammo bench. We got a trash can, and we got some theft that we could commit. We got a traveler, and we got Linda Scranton. Ooh. Zayton Jerky Mart. Clean restrooms, alien tech. Interesting. Baker NCR. Mad Roman. The Gyro place. Interesting. Hawaiian King Motel. Prospector.
Those robots on the strip,
What you
secure
reading?
droids or what have you. Well, they've been acting different or something.
Okay. Well, let's check. Talk to the lady here, the vendor. Oh, we got an upper level. Let's check this. It is a mattress. Okay, fair enough. Gotta sleep somewhere.
Our victory at Nelson's a worthy story to tell him.
Hey, I recognize you. You're one of them Mojave Express couriers, right? You passed by not too long ago, I think.
Interesting. My brain's been kind of scrambled. I don't really remember your name.
That's okay. I'm Linda Scranton. This is the Brahmin Hitching Post.
Been a bit since I came through here, looking for general location advice.
Sure. So this is the Long 15. It runs from Dayglow to Old Canada. This stretch of the interstate's pretty safe. Just don't go off into the Hollow Hills. The critters there are pretty tough. If you keep going west, you'll hit Fort Weston. After that, Baker. If you want to go to the hub, you'll need proof of citizenship though, and it takes forever to get that verified.
What's so dangerous about Hollow Hills?
It's bark scorpion breeding season, so they're more agitated than usual. They typically don't try attacking the roads, though.
Fort Weston?
It's the local NCR Army fort. They got some better troopers from up north recently.
What's in Baker?
If you're looking for a stiff drink, I'd try Huffman's Hole. Food for the road, I'd try Zayton Jerky. General supplies, the Frontier store. There's a followers clinic that will patch you up. The Hawaiian King for beds, and the community center for beds if you can't afford it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Any other questions?
What's the news on this part of the 15?
Well, there were raider attacks not too long ago, but they've gone quiet since the troopers showed up. There was a shootout at Baker Town Hall, too, but I'm not really sure what's happening there. And then, there was the arrival of the Colonel, a pretty impressive war hero coming to our little backwater.
Tell me about the Raiders.
Well, like I said, they came out of nowhere and hit some of the caravans. Ever since the troopers reinforced the roads, they've gone quiet. Kinda crazy, though. We haven't had raiders in this part of California for over a decade now.
There's a shootout at the town hall?
I only know what I heard. There were a bunch of gunshots for a couple of days, but it's over now. Town hall's been locked up tight ever since. A lot of mercs patrolling around.
Interesting. Who's the colonel?
Lázaro Royez. He's just wrapped up the Sierra campaign up north. I'm kind of surprised we have such a prestigious individual at the fort.
Keep that in mind. Any work?
Well, the two big shots around here are Hightower and Stanton. You could get employment with them easy. Alternatively, there's always the merchants at the Hawaiian King, but I don't really trust them.
Hightower?
Leland Hightower, CEO of the Water Merchants. Not just a big shot, the big shot. More powerful than some senators. He set up a winter home in Baker several years ago. By all accounts, a good employer.
Stanton?
Frick Stanton, Brahmin Baron.
It seems Frick.
He basically owns Baker. Lots of money being washed around there. He's got some court cases against him right now, but it isn't the first time. And he'll probably duck these too.
What about the mayor?
I don't know. I don't even really know who it is.
Suspicious.
Town hall's locked down, though.
I'll keep that in mind. Anything to eat or drink?
Absolutely. Take a look.
Alright, what do we got? We got some cards. Atomic cocktail. I mean, we're going to keep with kind of the rules of the main playthrough where we like really don't generally use vendors. We scavenge for supplies as a rule. Worth reminding that our general character was, an NCR loyalist, but a revisionist, right? We were, trying to bring civilization back to the wasteland. And we do that by supporting the NCR, but also we don't necessarily support, the Brahmin Barons or the more capitalistic forces of the NCR, right? We're here for the people. So that's how we're going to approach this. Now, I don't really know anything about, like, the story of Long 15 or anything. But, I'm sure we'll figure that out as we go. We'll just play it out. Blind playthrough is the way to do it, right? Those are always fun. My bottle probably doesn't do anything. We got traveling merchants. These are probably the same ones from, like, base game, right? I'm just kind of curious to look and see if I recognize there being, like, any new items. Because I have no idea if there are new items in this mod. I know you can get, I think, the stuff from when you would, like, nuke these areas. You can get that. But other than that, I'm not sure what is in these. Alright, so. There's the quest. So, hitching post, Long 15 entrance. We're heading that way down to the road. I suppose we can just keep going straight that way. We got a rabbit. Okay. I had to know if I could kill a rabbit. We got hostile markers. Iguanas? Cool. Okay. Nothing else that I can see here, though. would like to get more, you know, information about the area, more objectives before I go, you know, off the beaten path, per se. Percy is here.
Hey.
Prepare to stop. Oh, this is maybe the proper toll booth. Fort Weston. Maybe this is just Fort Weston, then. Maybe the toll booth was back there. Hard to say. Alright, well, I just walk in? Seems like it.
Supplies and deployment.
Interesting. I was not expecting more dialogue from Boone. I mean, that, again, that might just be recycled base game, but I don't recognize it. Necessarily. Oh, looks like our current objective is maybe over here in this building. Which is, DRC 15 East. Okay. Uh-huh. Customers, Salesman Weekly, Milsurp. Yeah, I wonder if there's any new skill books. Something to keep an eye out for. Security guard. That looks like a new outfit to me. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of bulletproof vest outfit, so it definitely seems new. Okay, DRC receptionist.
Welcome to the Department of Roads and Commerce. If you have an appointment, please see Mr. Bowers down the hall. Otherwise, please wait your turn.
Would you like to fill out a complaint form? I can guarantee no one will read it. Paperwork never ends.
Jesus, okay. It's a bureaucratic nightmare, I got it. Aaron Kimball. Did Kimball die in our playthrough? I don't remember. I think we saved him, right? Surely we saved Kimball. Got a terminal, employee. I remember we failed to save the monorail. Alright, I'll just help myself. Let me get some water. Make sure our needs are met, since we apparently didn't bring any purified.
Paperwork never ends. Someone tried to bribe me with 1 cap earlier. 1.
1 cap. Hey, buddy. You want this 1 cap. Alright, DRC employee.
Now I have stacks of unprocessed characters.
Gee whiz, that sounds real rough. Really brought back the worst part of civilization, huh? The bureaucracy. The stacks of folders and papers are, you know, a good example of that kind of thing. Like I said, a good ambiance for this area. Seeing if there's anything good. Jay Bowers.
Oh, hell. I'm really very busy. What the hell do you want?
Trying to help somebody by the name of Elias Turner, who may have had his identification stolen.
That's quite the coincidence. We just received paperwork for the arrest and processing of an Elias Turner in Baker. Surely no relation, right? You're reporting a crime, you know. Your best bet would be the Baker Sheriff's Office just up the road. Or you could see if the good colonel would release some of his troopers to help you with that. Of course, that's just the crime. If you're interested in the paperwork, head east to the other DRC office. They might have a backup of his information that we don't.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me more about the sheriff?
No. Unless you are looking to help me with this paperwork, you are wasting my time, and that of the NCR taxpayer.
What if I don't want to deal with the bureaucracy?
Well, I don't want to spend all day doing paperwork when I could be looking at magazines with very nice pictures of some very pretty ladies. I'd honestly prefer if you tried greasing the mayor's palms or getting the local Brahmin baron to bribe us. I'd take that bribe.
I don't want to be a criminal.
Then you can try the colonel, like I said. He sometimes grants permits for caravans with military goods. He might stretch the definition for you.
Alright, I'll be going.
I should set up a tip jar so customers can really start showing their gratitude.
Prick. Alright. Alright, we got multiple leads. Speak to the mayor, political influence or bribe, the sheriff to report the identity theft, Colonel Royez, Millicent, continue to secure permission for him to enter the Long 15. You guys find any useful books here? Pencils. That's it? Alright, fair. Should probably spam the quick saves here and make sure we remain stable and save happy while we're in the mod. Military Police HQ. Nice gun. MPs. Military Police HQ. Okay, well, we might as well pop in here. I-15 Bear Pass Ledger? Ranger Bell.
It's not often we see civilians here, unless they're in cuffs. Can I do something for you?
What is this place?
This is the military police headquarters for Fort Weston. We maintain law and order, primarily within the Fort Weston perimeter, but lately we've been leaning in to help the Baker Sheriff Department too. They only have the one jail cell, so we've been watching their overflows until they can get transferred into the hub.
What's the Ranger doing at MP headquarters? Wouldn't you be better off in the field?
What's a civilian doing in MP headquarters? Rangers generally do our best work out in the field, but that isn't to say we aren't useful at home too. I have a feeling the brass is testing integrating us into regular units. I won't be surprised if they try to give me a beret and a promotion. This unit was underperforming when I arrived last month. Now they know Ranger takedowns and are in better shape than the MPs on the front line. They should let us train the whole army.
Who are you?
I'm Ranger Bell.
I should ask that first.
You'll find to a CO in this place.
What's more to your presence than regular police work? Why are you really here?
That's classified.
I'm a friend of the NCR. I'd be happy to help you.
I suppose another set of trustworthy eyes never hurts. I'm here to make sure the MPs watch that town hall. Not sure if you've heard, but there was recently a change in management over there. I'm ensuring none of that mess makes its way into Fort Weston. Kinda hard to do from a command building on the east side of the base, with no windows.
Can you give more information on the town hall?
Sorry, we're pretty much in the dark here.
So, like, somebody took it over?
Something went down, and the NCR wants eyes on it. But I have orders not to act unless things escalate further.
Interesting. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Which didn't actually seem to lead to any significant, like, actual quest. Ledger tracking bear passes for all approved holders in the region has no use to you. Okay. Fair. Cell doors, upper level. Probably worth looking in desks, seeing if there's any books. You would hope they wouldn't be hidden in a desk if there were any books, but could be a thing.
Stay safe.
MP. What do we got under the bed? That's some NCR armor that I can't, like, actually interact with. Oh, NCR military police armor. So this is a new item. I would like to have one. I don't really want to steal one unless I have to. We can always come back here for it if we do decide to steal it. There might be, yeah, it's always possible we find a dead one somewhere. Natural causes. Okay, well, if not, we know where to find one. For the collection, because I did hoard everything I could when I was doing the playthrough, and I'm going to continue to do that because I'm completely compelled to do so. All right, let's check the tent and then check across the way. We'll just continue to, like, make our way deeper, zigzagging or whatever. Big Horner Kebab, ammo box, 9mm sub police baton, perfusions, walkie-talkie, cattle prod. Nothing too spicy here.
Morning.
Morning. You just keep your cram on the floor like that? Disgusting pigs. Little shooting range. Okay. So is this... Oh, there's a whole ass vertebrate in there.
I think anyone would know. To the Hawaiian King.
So that might be the fort proper. Just judging by, you know, the general vibe. Baker that way. Got a little outpost. Oh, the hub and the boneyard. Cool. Interesting. So, I'm just curious. In terms of our current position, hub state. Fun. So this must be... yeah, I guess the NCR consists of like member states, right? Like the hub and various other ones. So this must be part of the hub territory then. I couldn't remember the exact layout. Yeah, so we came in here. This is actually the maximum extent in this back corner. So yeah, this actually we're already kind of through like a decent chunk of the environment. Which, I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. This is, you know, like a DLC size mod or whatever. Ooh, we got like a supply depot type building. Place to rob a bunch of nice shit. Feels like there should be a quartermaster here or something, maybe. Wedge.
Hey there, name's Wedge. Nice to meet you.
What you doing?
Our contract with Fort Weston includes a warranty. A gunrunner staffer is required to be nearby at all times to fix defects in the guns. Give clearance to have them replaced if they can. Generally, make sure the customer is satisfied with the product.
What do you have for sale?
Well, you have been doing some good stuff for us. I guess I can sell you some of the scraps. You really should be buying from our office near McCarran. Their stock is a lot better.
They're talking about the base game Gunrunners area, right? 22 revolver. Is that's new, right? 223 rounds are new as well. So this is 22 LR, not even 223. Sure, I'll take that from you. 38 special. You know, I wonder if there's any new cowboy weapons or any weapons in general that actually interact with mods. Oh, also, I forgot this. I have a Fallout 3 weapon mod pack in. So this actually might be not from this mod. This could be from the Fallout 3 pack. I mean, you know, I just said I wonder if there's any new cowboy weapons. This is a 22. This is a revolver. I'm curious. If this is in their inventory... No, it still shows the same DPS. 16. 1686. Maybe if we equip it, we can see if it does anything. Unlikely, but... Yeah, I'm probably going to keep an eye out for these other weapons. Like this Chinese pistol. Grab those two. They don't sell apparel, War Club, Varmint, 45. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just like a subset of what's available to the Gunrunner, the main game Gunrunner vendor, right? I don't think I've really gotten anything relevant here to sell either. We'll just take this for 96. That's fine. So, if I look at the 22 revolver, DPS is still 86. 86. Okay. I wasn't sure if we would see a change for the cowboy perk. If it did work. I don't know, like, a good way, like, within the game itself to tell whether or not, you know, you get an effect from the perk, right? Because let's look at this. Yeah, because it's just damage. So you would need a way to, like, evaluate the damage. What if we trade it to Boone?
Fine by me.
Right? So, like, if we give Boone... Lucky is doing 189 DPS, damage 51. Damage is 51. Yeah, we don't see that. Alright, well, we'll just give him those 2 guns to hold on to. I did want, you know, a pair of 6-shooters on my hips, which is why I'm bringing Lucky and the Ranger Sequoia. They don't actually play well together on account of the ammo types, but perfectly fine. Alright, so I think I'll check out the main compound next. After we check out this tower. This is going to be a lot like our other playthrough where I do poke my nose in like every corner of things, so you know, be ready for an exhaustive run. Okay, we got a vertebrate repair shop. A proper NCR vertibird. Fuel tanker. A couple of troops shooting at some nice Legion targets. If you say so. Let's check out the repair shop. I would say if anywhere is going to have a skill book, you know, it'd probably be here. Fixing things, weapon repair kit. I do have a loot rarity mod, which might interfere with some things too. Makes like a chance for loot to be not available. I would assume it doesn't work in a mod like this, but you never know. Oh, that's fun. He knows I have Eddie. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like there's anything to do here beyond, you know, thievery. Oh, I like the Jeep. That's cool. The proper NCR Jeep. That's really cool. I mean, obviously they do have functional vehicles in the NCR. It's just nice to actually see one. Like, I really like that. Just as an environmental detail, the fact that it exists is nice.
Our new colonel runs a tight ship. Good thing, too. Someone has to.
Gun cabinets. I'm not going to check every desk. I think if there wasn't a repair book in the repair shop, they probably didn't add skill books to this mod, which is probably for the best. There's already too many in the game, probably. Yeah, I like seeing, you know, some functional modern equipment. That's fun.
Haven't seen you around base before. You just passing through?
Sorry, I got some business to attend to.
Business, huh? Well, keep me out of it. I'm busy enough as it is. The name's Atwood. Nice to meet you.
Interested in any work you might have available.
You really want to help out? Alright, we'll see what you've got. Our vertebrates have seen better days. We had to tow them out of Camp Yosemite following a pretty nasty attack. They'd been sent here for repairs, but it's unlikely they will see action again soon. Logistics are slow, as most parts are pre-war and these birds are low priority compared to arming troops on the front. To make things worse, we need to turn maize into fuel for these things, which will directly impact the troopers' food supply if we don't find a new supplier. I need help gathering parts for these vertibirds, and a steady supply of maize fuel. I'll start you on the parts first, and we can deal with the suppliers later.
Let's get started.
Great. I'm going to mark a few areas of interest for you on your Pip-Boy. The first item we need is a new rotor blade. There's an old crash site to the south that may have something promising for us, but don't stick around too long. There's some leftover radiation in the crater. I can't get approval to check out the
Audio
rotor due to
quality
the
shifted a
rags,
bit, but that's what you
even though
expect from
it'd just be a
mods.
quick snatch and grab.
It's completely
Back with the
acceptable.
working rotor, and I'll give you a reward and get you set up on the next job.
All right. Wild Blue Yonder. Yeah, it's actually missing a rotor. That's fun. Cool. Nice attention to detail. Alright, so we can help some NCR supply issues. Sergeant Park's tent. How are we doing on time? 40 minutes? Okay, we can go a little longer. Lad's life. Did you just take that food off your plate? I didn't even know you could do that. Suppose it makes sense. I just don't know if I've ever seen him do that ever. NCR combat helmet. Oh, cool. That's a new helmet. Sorry, I just got... Sorry about the knife. I got excited. It's a variant of the existing combat helmets, presumably. But, still cool detail. Can you not trap me? Alright, what you got, Parks?
I'm probably not the first to tell you this, but welcome to Fort Weston. Have you spoken to Colonel Royes yet?
No, not yet.
Well, if you can secure a meeting with him, I'd highly suggest doing so. He's a busy man, but a few minutes with him can change your life. He's certainly changed mine. Anyway, how can I help you?
Speak highly of Royes. Why's that?
Colonel Royes has been in the NCR military for most of his life. At this point, it basically is his life. I had the privilege of talking with him back when I was a lowly NCR civilian in Sacktown, and he convinced me to join up after a short conversation.
Tell me about your life before the NCR.
I was a late recruit to the military, as you can see by my salt and pepper hair. My troops call
It looks
me the
pretty
old
black to
man
me.
behind my back, but I don't mind. I lived in Sacktown for most of my life, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of the NCR. The place was lawless, and I believed it to be ungovernable. NCR had a hold of mostly by name, with an embassy and a few corrupt city officials. The place is mostly held together by caravans and barons. There's not much to say about my personal life there, beyond trying to start my own construction company. After having my tools stolen 4 times in as many years, I lost hope in the city and was packing up everything. I had to leave.
How'd you end up joining the NCR then?
Royes and his troops were marching through the city. They were on their way to kick off the Sierra campaign. I told them I was headed that way anyways and might as well tag along. They threw me a rifle and told me to get in line if I wanted to do something important. Really wasn't all that quick, but that's how it felt anyways. 2 tours later in the Sierra campaign, and here I am, alive and kicking.
How'd you get stationed here?
Royes specifically asked for me. I specialize in troop readiness, so I'm preparing these soldiers to deploy into the Mojave when the time comes. Us old-timers know how to shape up recruits, and he thought I did a pretty good job in our Sierra campaign together.
Got any work?
Well, nothing major, but I do have a small job if you can keep your eyes open. We have a vandal on base somewhere, throwing cherry bombs in the toilets, marking up the posters with graffiti, you name it. I think it's a case of extreme boredom. Maybe I'll figure out who it is and put them on the first deployment to the front.
Any leads so far?
Nothing major, except that they are likely in the southwest barracks. That's the one with the destroyed toilet.
I'll ask around about your vandal.
Thanks. I'll make sure you're compensated if you find the culprit.
Bye.
Until next time.
Alright. Cool. We got some little side quests. Let's exit this building. Let's take a quick peek at the map before we end for today. So, we've got Stanton over there. Maybe that's the rotor blade, since that's out in the middle of nowhere. This is in the direction of Baker itself. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we've got the 3 different quests now currently. Oh no, it's way down there in the corners where that quest is, because this is part of this. This is one of the options for this specifically. My bad. Identify the vandal. No sign of where that would be, which makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep going, of course, in this direction. I think we'll, you know, finish breadcrumbing or whatever here in Fort Weston. And then maybe continue to make our way through this part of, like, the city area. Go from there. I don't know. We'll just kind of go wherever feels natural. Until next time.